Well, CPI coming in pretty much bang on what we expected. What we didn't, however, expect was a $2,500 rally for Bitcoin, breaking 26.7. Absolutely crazy to see that huge spike up on the back of the CPI data. But we have a few more interesting things to come when it comes to the finance sector, as well as some interesting statements coming out of Joe Biden around Silvergate and the UK budget that's coming as well. How are these all going to affect the cryptocurrency market? We're going to talk about it all in this video. Definitely one you are going to want to watch. Now, let's talk about the markets. Here we go. 1.09 trillion. Now, interestingly, we are still behind where we have been, 1.11, 1.12 trillion. So there's still a bit of room to grow where we currently are. 24.5 Bitcoin dialing back a little bit from the peak earlier on over that 26K mark. But you can see there 1% up on the 24 hours, as well as 10.6% up on the week. A huge rally up for Bitcoin. 1704 on Ethereum. Good to see ETH back above that 1700. A lot of people predicting 2K very shortly. We'll have to see. BNB also having a good run. And look, ultimately, as you walk through the market, we're going pretty quickly, you can see a significant number of coins all in the green. Now, we are absolutely seeing a bit of a dial back, as you would expect in the kind of last hour, as things start to cool and things start to, people level and set where they are. But ultimately, what did we get fundamentally? Well, the consumer price index, like I said, it came in pretty much on the money as people expected. However, we did see a stark reduction in some key points. You can see there things like energy services, as we expect. Also, food came down, as well as a number of other bits. Used cars, trucks, example, energy, commodities. So a lot going in the right direction. It did come in, like we said, bang on the market. Now, the trouble is where we have things like Silvergate Bank, where people are ultimately running away from the banking system as quick as they possibly can. This is absolutely potentially giving the Fed pivot that we know is coming 21st to 22nd. Does Jerome now go for a 25, maybe even a flat basis points? I think it's all going to be dependent on the market. The market certainly feels like it wants to move up, but positive CPI, again, is another month where CPI has declined, where inflation in theory should come down. Ultimately, we will have to wait and see until next week, until Jerome comes out. But there is also some other things coming here in the UK. We have the budget announcement coming tomorrow, so we'll see kind of how that does. Now, clearly the UK market does not affect the crypto market as much as the CPI data, which is a huge indicator, as well as those Fed rate hikes potentially we see. But Joe Biden, here is a big bit. Here's probably the biggest bit where we think that Jerome Powell could change his mind. He could come in a lot softer than we initially thought. Now, if you remember back to when he was giving his testimony, it was pretty he was pretty bearish in terms of the crypto market, pretty bearish in terms of the financial sector, very much edging towards a 50 basis points. We actually saw the market correct on his tone. He did come back day two and be slightly less aggressive. Now, here's the interesting bit on the fallout of Silvergate. It says, while the federal government's proactive approach to minimizing damage was appreciated, many pointing out that taxpayers will ultimately suffer the depositors' bailout. Biden pledges no cost to the taxpayer to shield SVB signature deposits. Again, we know that the Fed have agreed a bailout package. It says the overnight collapse of two major traditional banks, the SVB and Signature, triggered a series of events that impacted millions of businesses, venture capitalists, and bottom-line investors alike. However, United States President Joe Biden assured taxpayers that they would not feel the burn as the federal government takes action to protect deposits. Don't worry, turn the money printers on. It's going to be fine. We can just print some more money. Absolutely crazy to think about that that's what they're going to do. So we'll have to see what happens, particularly when Joe Biden is talking about 3.3 billion of the 40 billion reserve that was stuck in there. Obviously, that depegging that happened. So again, we'll see the money printers going on for the US government to bail these banks out. Now, like we said, CPI came in. Bitcoin went nuts, 2.46 on this chart. 24/7 is a dial back. We'll see. We're sort of back testing these highs of 20th of February. Now, I did think we would stay above the 25K. Does this mean we're going to get more downside? Does this mean we eventually are going to push once again back all the way down? Time will tell. I think it certainly depends what we see. FOMC depends in terms of what meetings and things come out. But this could be a very, very volatile week in cryptocurrency. If you're a trader right now, you are loving life. If you want to get yourself cheaper trading fees, check out the links in the description. We've got one from MEXC. You're going to get yourself $9,000 worth of bonuses as well. well as cheaper trading fees if you are trading your cryptocurrency over there. So we'll see how this plays out. The rest of the market, altcoins looking pretty good. And we'll see a lot of them are coming back down. Again, pretty volatile in the world of cryptocurrency, but CPI coming pretty nicely. Biden supporting the banks. Fed meeting next week, as well as the budget for the UK. All a pretty crazy world in crypto this week. So keep up to date, subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you can see exactly what is going on. Don't forget, join the live stream. We're live in less than an hour. Hope to see you there. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.